Hi everyone, welcome back. It's a new video, so of course a new outfit. This one is actually from the latest wedding festival, so it's Arwen's dinner dress and the bridal veil along with leather shoulder guards of the leaping stag, so probably Duliond, and the circlet of Lorien again from that festival. And the shoes are just some clown weave boots, just so that it wasn't looking really silly. So, we are on the way to doing this next part of Celondim. Well, Ered Luin. So, let's go to Thrasi's lodge. I was about to say Langless's lodge, and I know that's not right, so definitely Thrasi's lodge there. The epic doesn't actually continue until we get to Gondamon over here. So we're just going to be doing some other quests until we get to that epic quest again.
I am at your service.
What can I do for you?
Greetings, good elf. Bregar sent this, did he? I've heard the story of Thoram and will honor this memory. The recovery of Thoram's sword must have arisen from Turon and Bregar's debate. It has long been a concern of mine that they might leave Middle-earth during these dangerous times. Give this to Bregar with my thanks. It may prove useful in convincing his brother to remain.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but will you help me?
An elf named Pengler gave me this beautiful bow, but I've gone and lost it. Or more to the point, it was stolen from me. The rangers make a point to stay out of the feud between the Longbeards and the Dourhands, so I was not expecting to be waylaid by brigands out of Kheledûl. They overpowered me as I was looking for a good place to practice outside the town and stole Pengler's bow. The dwarves and Starkath, their leader, skulk near the walls of Kheledûl. I knew I wasn't worthy to deserve such a rich gift. I'm a failure, an embarrassment to Langless and the Rangers. So hapless am I that I dare not fight Starkath. Can you go forth and take the bow back from him? He could have said please, but
Come and stay a moment, friend.
we'll do it. What happened to me? I was out hunting bear and I came across this mother lynx and her cubs. The poor thing was tore up mightily by some hendraveil, and I was just able to grab her before they went after me. I twisted my ankle, something terrible, but it will heal, as will this old she-cat. She left a litter behind her, but we're both too battered to save the cubs ourselves. I feel awful if something happened to them, but I'm no use to anyone until my ankle mends. Perhaps you can venture up to the den by the standing stones to the north and bring back any of the surviving cubs. I'd appreciate it, and I'm sure the mother would as well. Let's do this quest first since it's closer. And let's just take down this hendraveil. You peer inside the abandoned bear den and hear the plaintive meowing of a hungry, frightened lynx cub. The poor thing is scared to leave the safety of the den, fearing attack by hendraveil. Maybe we can just round some up. This might have been a bad idea. Okay, we need one more. And we've got a lot of bleeds. There we go. With soothing words, he managed to coax the frightened cub from the safety of its den. So cute.
I am at your service.
There's a precious cub. Let me take him from you and... Ow! What, you're scratching. He's a feisty one, isn't he? Or is it a she? Poor little thing. Too bad its litter mates don't fare so well, but that's the way of things. Nipping my beard now. Perhaps the wee thing is hungry.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
And level. Do we get a point? We did get a point, so let's put it into the natural extracts. The cub is hungry, but he is too young to hunt his own food. His mother is still all scratched up and in no position to hunt either. Let's see. The only meat I have here at the lodge is either dried or smoked. I think they both could use some fresh raw meat. Could I ask you for another favour? I wonder if you can find a rabbit carcass for them to eat. If you have trouble hunting a live rabbit, I have a string of rabbit traps scattered in the woods not far to the east and west of the lodge. I'd appreciate it if you would check the traps and bring back a plump rabbit. I'd hate to see mother and cub go without food. Now there should be one that always has a rabbit in it. I don't see any at the moment though. Maybe someone's recently come by here. It's usually like up here, I think, by a tree. Or they've changed it so there's actually only one trap. Yeah, I think they must have changed it so there's only one trap here. That's quite sad.
Greetings, traveler.
This'll do for now, but we can't keep hand-feeding the things or they'll lose that wild streak that makes them good hunters.
Greetings, traveler. Will you stay a moment?
Now the mother has a belly full of rabbit, but she still doesn't seem all that fat and sassy. I'm thinking that maybe an old dwarf home remedy might do. I've got plenty of mead, but I'm going to need some of the old secret ingredient. Now, it just happens there's a sharp thistle plants in the area. I need you to go and collect some thorns so I can grind them and mix them into the mead. Anyway, there's thistle plants around the woods north of the cabin. I went completely the long way around, so... And we've attracted some Henderable. We might not aggro that bear. Yeah, it's fine. Missed one. I can't wait till we get Find the Path so that we can run faster. I think for now I have... Oh, I have one more of these continuing tomes of swiftness, but it's only +5, which is not as fast as the Find the Path, which actually I think still goes up to 35% on the blue line. Although we are going to be running yellow, so we're only going to have 15. But 15 is still a very nice boost.
Well met, friend.
Excellent. It won't take too long to brew this draft.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
Alright, here you go. Try feeding some of this thistle mead for the mother lynx. No sneaking sips for yourself, mind you. The mother lynx sniffs tentatively at the fragrant mead, then quickly laps it all up. Wow! I always try and get this kill of the Hendrivel just to speed up that deed of killing the Hendrivel. Good job, girl! Ah, that's a good girl.
Well met, friend.
See? Thistlemead. Good for what ails you. If you're a cat, that is. She seems to like me. Doesn't want to run off anyway. I could use a hunting partner, and her cub's taken a shine to me as well. Thanks for all your help, friend. In a few years, this cub will be old enough to join me on hunts with his mother. Hendravale, beware! Now let's go down and collect this stolen bow. There he is. Starcath. Let's put some traps down. And we got Friggin' Slayer and the stolen bow.
It's a sorry day.
You recovered the bow from Starcath? You have my thanks, Seleth. I have not much but my name, so my name is precious to me. I could not have lived with the shame of dishonoring Pengle's princely gift, rather.
I'm sure it will do no good, but may I speak with you?
I have been thinking, Seleth, after all the trouble with Starcath over the bow, I don't believe I am worthy of it, especially since I could not even hold on to it. Please, go back to Penglir and explain why I can't accept his bow. He may still be at Duillond to the south of Gondamon. I am a disappointment to my own folk, and the honour of Penglir's gift. Poor, Calariant? I think that's his name. Poor guy. We might as well go back to Duillond now, since we have a couple of quests to go back there. Hopefully he's up here. I don't quite remember. Oh, yep.
Megovanen.
He feels unworthy. Did Clarence think that I gave my bow to him upon a whim? I did not give that bow idly to the first man I met.
Stay a moment.
Clarence bears the blood of the Rangers of the North, and the name of a great hero is amongst his forebears, a man I was proud to call my friend and companion. Perhaps Clarence is young as men count the years, but then all men are young by my count. In ages past, I honoured my fallen companion with a sword placed at his grave amongst the mounds of Edain. It may be that the sword can yet be found in that place. It bears the motto Elvelian, or Elf Friend, in the tongue of men. Perhaps, if you find the sword, that will convince young Clarence not to spurn my gift. Elvelon. That's the sword.
My heart cannot sing today.
What is this? A gift from Langlas? Bragar unrolls the scroll. The Lay of Nimrodel. How could Langlas see this while my eyes remain blind? This is the Lay of Nimrodel and Amroth, who loved her. A storm took Amroth's ship out to sea before Nimrodel could join him, and Nimrodel herself was lost in the mountains to the south upon her journey to the haven of Duliond in the Bay of Belfalas. Neither was seen again. Let's take the carrots.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Langlas has indeed done me a great boon by sending this with you. The Lay of Nimrodel is a sad story, which has bearing upon our plight. Please, bring this scroll to Turon, and have him read this passage. Bragar places a mark beside a stanza, and hands you the scroll. If this does not make him understand, then we are fated to part.
Greetings to you.
Let's take the horse to Celondim. Since I used my milestone earlier while I was making my outfit, and it still hasn't finished the cooldown yet, sadly. But this is fine, it means we can admire the scenery. Is the bridge? And you can see all the Falathorn homesteads across there, across the river.
My heart cannot sing today.
Does Bragar still endeavour to turn aside my path? The elf's eyes widen as he reads the scroll, and curse the faithless ship that bore him far from Nimrodel. Though it is a sad tale, this was ever a favourite of mine. It tells of Amroth and Nimrodel, their parting, and the coming of much sadness to Lothlorien, home of our kindred. Bragar is right. There is much to be done here before we go. I will not carry my pain aboard the white ships and bring it to the west. Thank you for helping me to understand, Celeth. I think... oh, I think this is a housing person. Yeah. We won't do
What
those
can I do
just
for you?
now. Let's just take the horse back to Duillond, and then we can go towards Gondamon, I think. Get that prologue quest done. What a nice horse for them to randomly choose. It's actually crazy the number of mounts there are in this game. And I've seen with the newest mini expansion, they've just added some boars that you can ride, which is pretty crazy to me. But they apparently look really good on hobbits and dwarves. Well, I mean, obviously with the dwarves and hobbits upon them, rather than the other way around. This is the focus. I believe that's Gondamon just up there. Gondamon. And there's Galthin.
Negovanen.
Is this true? Carnivore's son has been taken by the dwarves. This is grievous news, if it can be believed. Goblins are fell creatures that rely on treachery and deceit, and the dwarves have ever coveted the precious things of the elves. Capturing of Orthul might be the first step in some dwarf scheme to seize some of the relics we keep at Duliond and Celondim. I thought the dwarves had put their envy of our people behind them, but if this is true, it seems they may still begrudge us our relics and things of beauty.
You may be of service to me.
I will see if I can learn anything from the dwarves here. Matthew Stouthand is the Lord of Gondamon, and he has spoken openly to me in this past. I will judge his conversation to see if he is hiding something. Do not betray what we have learned to anyone but an elf. The dwarves will surely raise their guard if they gain any suspicion of what we know. This I do know. There is an encampment of strange dwarves to the north of Gondamon. You should go there and seek out Aglar Ken. He went in search of Orthul there and has yet to return. Find a Glarken there. Learn if the dwarves of the lowlands, at least, have turned against us. Be cautious, for the dwarves may be hostile.
Maid of Onan, might you spare a moment of your time?
If whites stir the bones of the ancient Edain, then an evil has arisen in these mountains, which we should all fear. The fell spirits that stir the bones of the dead are servants of Angmar, of the Witch King of old, and the Shadow in the east. I must ask you to seek out this evil and put whatever end you may to it before its darkness spreads. Take this elf stone to Glamir. He dwells now in the ruins to the northeast of Gondamon, at the southern end of the Grimwater. Let's go down this way. We can talk to Askel as well.
Might you lend me an ear?
Stranger, please tarry and hear my plea. My brother Galir, Golden Tongue, was a great warrior. Curse my treacherous tongue. I should say he is a great warrior, but I fear for his life. Though he is a doughty fighter, Galir longs for peace, even against the advice of our elders in Thorin's Hall. He felt that there must be a way to come to some sort of understanding with the Dowerhands. So he and some companions set out for the great Dowerhand encampment north of Gondamon. I think he went to the westernmost of the camps, the larger one. He did not return from his mission. Please, seek him out, and if he is slain, return to me with the news so we may seek our revenge on his murderers. You will know my brother easily by his gleaming shield, a great heirloom of our family. Can also talk to these guys.
Will you stay and speak with me a moment?
The wind coming down from the mountains makes my bones ache year round, but even the younger sentries feel the chill when the days grow short. We could use more pelts to make blankets and clothing in preparation for the coming winter. There is no shortage of wolves prowling in the wilds, especially to the west. I expect you will have no difficulty obtaining some furs for me. Wolves are vile creatures, but at least their fur is warm.
Greetings, traveller. Will you stay a moment?
Our huntsmen are skilled, but this year's hunt has proven particularly difficult. What with the cold and the wretched Dowerhands, I have found myself short of supplies for the coming winter. You can help us by bringing in some bear meat. There are plenty of bears in the wilds around Gondamon, especially to the north. We will preserve and store the meat for the coming months.
Greetings, traveller. Will you stay a moment?
The hunters who have been plying the forests of the north of Gondamon have come to me with stories of being threatened or even attacked by those backstabbing Dowerhand brigands. If you're of a mind to lend us a hand, you could head out there and deal with the treacherous Thinbeards. They need to learn not to meddle with the hunters of Gondamon. The Dowerhands have built a small camp to the north of here, in the hills somewhere. You'll find plenty of heads to break there, I'd warrant. And that's just a housing guy. So, let's go. There's some bears already. We're almost level 12, actually. That went fast. Ding! Find the path! Nice. We're going so much faster now. Oh, we aggroed the bat. I didn't know it would be hostile, actually. had no meat. Isn't that so strange that some of these bears don't have meat? It's kind of like those quests where it says to pick up, I don't know, spider legs or warg paws. Surely you'd only have to kill a couple of them and just take like 4 paws from each warg. But no, it doesn't quite work like that for some reason. Everyone's just so good at anatomy in Middle-earth that they know exactly which paw goes where, so they'll only select the front right paw. I don't think all these wolves have pelts either. But I suppose it kind of makes sense that maybe you ruin some. Or something. Only 3 more wolves to go. 3 more wolves and 1 bear. There we go, there's all the wolves. Bears are to the north and the east. Is there some here? 2 chill winds. There. Nice, that's the other meat. Now let's go and find some dour hands. These grave markers are newly placed. You were a fool to come here alone, Longbeard. Traps are so useful. Get rid of that bleed. We've got a bracelet that we hadn't even used. And might as well have some food. Since we've got it. Quiet!
What can I do for you?
They must not see me. Are you here to help me? My friend Avorthal was taken by goblins, and I followed them to this encampment of dwarves. They are holding him high up in the cliffs that divide the lowlands from Western Horn to Lynn. I tried to free him, but there were too many. The dwarves pursued me here, and I doubt not. It is too late. They have come. Prepare yourself. They are almost upon us. Get the elf! There are more dwarves on the way. Be ready! Let's got him! I can make it out from here. Remember what I told you. We've still got to kill one more warrior, so let's grab this one. And put some traps down. Nice. Oops. Back to Gondamon and we can handle these quests in. This is what I feared, but I could not bring myself to admit it. This shield bears mute testimony to the treachery of the Dour Hands. You have my thanks for these dark tidings.
Will you stay and speak with me a moment?
You have done me a great service, ill though your news was received. These vile Dour Hands, how dare they? Galir came to them to talk of peace, but they cut him down like a goblin. I will have my revenge. Our elders watch me too closely, for they know my temper. I cannot fight the Dour Hands myself. But you? A while back, an elf came here looking for information about the Dour Hands. He thought they might be up to something truly terrible. He said his name was Glymir. I sent him towards the woods northeast of Gondamon. Seek him out. Maybe he knows the whereabouts of Skithy Blackhand, the leader of the Dour Hands at the fortified eastern camp. My brother must have been slain at his orders. A grim and deadly warrior he is. Seek Glymir to learn Skithy's whereabouts and wreak my vengeance upon Skithy's head.
Greetings to you.
Avorthal is being held in that encampment after all. You have done well, Seleth, but this confirms the fears of Master Daronga. The dwarves are indeed behind the capture of Avorthal. The time has come to confront Marthi Stouthand, the Lord of Gondamon, with this news. If he will not command his dwarves to release Avorthal, then my time as emissary is over. There will be war.
You may be of service to me.
Matthew looked me in the eye this very morning and swore the dwarves were proud to have the elves of Duillond as neighbours. Such dishonesty and right to my face. I thought he was truer than that, but I should have known better. No dwarf can be trusted when you have works of art or history that he desires to possess. Go to Matthew Stouthand and demand that he order his dwarves to release Avorthal. If he wants war, he shall have it. You must tell him this. I do not trust myself to speak to one so dishonest without striking him. You will find Matthew on the upper levels of Gondamon. Make haste. We may have need to return at once to Duillond to prepare for war. She is not happy.
Well met.
Hold your accusations, elf. My people are not responsible for your missing prince. I am offended both by the accusation and by your tone. Your elf prince is being held in the encampment to the north. Ah yes, that explains a great deal. You see, my people are Longbeards, an honourable family descended from Durin, the first father of the dwarves. The dwarf camp to the north has been a constant annoyance to me and my folk. It was established by Dowerhands, a thoroughly unwholesome family of dwarves who trace their ancestry to the evil Skorgrim Dowerhand. Dwarves may have taken Avorthal, true, but not my dwarves. The Dowerhands are to blame, and they are as much a thorn in my side as they are in yours.
Will you help me?
Your people wouldn't understand the difference between Durin's folk and the Dowerhands. If my dwarves attempt to rescue the elf prince and fail, you elves might assume that we and the Dowerhands are in league. Then what? War between the dwarves and the elves? No, that cannot be allowed to happen. What we need is someone trusted by elves and dwarves alike to this attempt. There is a man, a ranger out in the wilds in the east, who has assisted both our kindreds at sundry times. He is a masterful in the art of hunting and stealth. Seek the Ranger Langlass at the Hunter's Lodge to the east of here. I only hope he will accept his responsibility. Oh, we've also got these quests to hand in.
Well met, friend.
Thank you for bringing in this bear meat. I will see that it is properly salted and stored for the winter months. Oh,
I
and
am
we
at
got
your
a virtue reached. Let's go for fidelity next. And 15 LP. Nice. Ah, good. That should teach the Dowerhands a little lesson. You have done us a fair favour, Seleth, and helped ensure that Gondamon remains secure over the coming winter months. Let me see if I can find some suitable reward for you. None of these are suitable, but okay.
Greetings.
I can sell them. The dwarves of Gondamon will be grateful for these pelts when winter arrives, Seleth. Thank you. Let's sell while we're
What do
here.
you need?
I'm going to keep all these dyes because I was actually using them to sort out my outfit. I forgot to put them back in my vault. Let's sell all that. Let's repair all of that. And let's go and talk to Langlass. This is actually normally where I deviate from doing the epic and end up doing the lowlands area and Gondamon. But it makes more sense to actually go to Thrasi's Lodge now to do this part of the epic. Especially since this is level 11 quest. and the other ones are 14, 15. So level-wise, it actually does make more sense to do this quest now.
Greetings.
Elves and dwarves living as neighbours in Ered Luin is worse than keeping a lynx kitten and a wolf pup in the same house, and I hope you don't take offence at my saying so. In the interest of maintaining peace in Ered Luin, I will respect Matthew Stouthand's wishes and arrange for the rescue of Avorthal. I do not want to bear the burden of our rescue ending in failure, but a ranger does not have the luxury of refusing charges such as this one. If I were to refuse, Avorthal's life would be forfeit, and so too would be the peace in Ered Luin. I will organise the attempt, if you will help me.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Rumour of Avorthal's capture has come to me. Matthew's fears have merit. The elves of Duillond remember the treachery of Skorgrim Dowerhand 600 years ago, and do not easily recognise the difference between dwarves. The short reign of Thrain and his son Thorin in Ered Luin was marked by a grudging peace only because their folk kept to themselves and did not trouble the elves. Very well. I will help you to rescue Avorthal, and hopefully avert a war. In these darkening times, strife between the enemies of Mordor can only serve to aid the Dark Lord. This rescue will not be easy. Return to me when you are ready to depart for the Dowhand camp.
What can I do for you?
This will be a difficult task. I will guide you to the place I believe Avorthal is being held. We will no doubt have to fight our way through a gauntlet of sturdy Dowerhand warriors. We must watch over each other's backs, lest we fall. Are you ready to leave?
The Ranger Langlass prepares to mount an effort to rescue the Elf Prince Avorthal from the clutches of the treacherous Dowerhands.
We must hurry.
We should proceed without delay. Together we may defeat the Dowerhands and rescue Avorthal. Let's do it! Don't have anything else to equip. Careful, there will be many enemies ahead. We do have some food we can eat though. Now we've got +8 agility. What are you doing, Langless? They're all dead and he was doing induction. Let's rest here for a moment.
They know we are here.
The fighting will be worse up ahead. Now, it is time to go. Careful now, we are moving deeper into their camp. Sometimes I actually forget to talk to Langless, and I ended up leaving him down there once. And then I got all the way to this top bit in the next part. And it wouldn't let me in. I had to run all the way back. Almost there. Oh, we are bleeding a lot. Let's lock that potion that we'll need.
You are a boon companion.
Let us halt here. I sense we are near the end of our pursuit. We will need all of our strength for the coming battle, I fear. This has been a long and dangerous trek, but I'm glad to have had you at my side throughout it all. Come now, let us end this. You! Deliver Avorthal up to us or face the consequences. Fool! Did you think we would keep him here? Avorthal has already been taken to Kheledûl. He will die. You will die. All our foes will die. How Skorgrim will reward me when I bring him to your head. Bring him your heads. Oh, damn it. I messed up the last line. Come, my pets! Oh, I was too late to interrupt. But he doesn't have very much morale in the first place, so...
Our efforts were for naught.
This has been a waste of time and blood, neither of which we can afford. Let us discuss our possible paths back at the lodge.
Greetings.
Hurry, we must return. We may even level now.
What do you need?
This is certainly distressing news. It appears the Dour Hands were one step ahead of us this whole while. Ah well, I suppose we must follow their trail. Kheledûl is the center of Dour Hand power, the last remaining town in Ered Luin which they control. Conflict will not be easily avoided there.
Might I take a moment of your time?
We must not delay, Seleth. We must rescue Avorthal from the Dour Hands before they are able to set sail. The Dour Hands control the port city of Kheledûl to the east, and the ship they plan to carry Avorthal is surely docked there. Kheledûl is defended by a score of Dour Hands, and it is a position of great strength. We cannot hope to attack it directly. If we are to have any hope of rescuing Avorthal from Kheledûl, we will need the help of one who knows the city. I know a dwarf, a longbeard named Sfarna, who was the harbour master of the port before the Dour Hands captured the city. You will find him to the east of here, not far from Kheledûl. Oh, we've actually got the Breland destination intro quest as well. It says you are well on your way to becoming a hero of Middle-earth. It is time to head for Bree. Well, not yet. It's not time yet. Let's go and talk to Sfarna.
Greetings, traveler.
If you want to get inside Kheledûl, I'm the dwarf you need. The Tower Hands have let my fine harbour sink into filth and disrepair. Any foe of theirs is a friend of mine. A ship came out from the north and has been sitting at anchor for a few days now. From what I can gather, she's called the Ironstone. The Earstone. And her captain is a particularly unpleasant-looking Dowerhand. If he's planning on taking this elf prince back north on his ship, you'll need to hurry. I overheard the guards at the gate saying the ship wouldn't be long in port. During the day you'll be too visible, but at night you need not be a burglar to sneak into Kheledûl undetected. You'll want to stay clear of the night watch, or they'll raise the alarm. If you are prepared, let us go.
Avert had been moved from the Dowerhand encampment to a ship preparing to depart for an unknown port in the north. His rescue is paramount to maintaining peace in Ered Luin.
What? What's there? Dowerhands! To me! Who can this be? Right, maybe we can sort of run around here without drawing aggro too much. Nope. There's someone over here! To me, dwarves! Wow, Brigand Slayer already. We must have killed a lot of brigands, guys. Dowerhands! To me! How can this be? My strength fails me! Nice. Nice crit there. And there's a Vorthal.
Praise Elbereth, one who might be of help.
You are here to free me. Skorgrim Dowerhand has raised a goblin army in the cleft of Rath-Tareg, and unless we stop him, he will sweep through all the free lands. There is no time to waste, my friend. We will need to defeat the captain and his crew if we are to escape from Kheledûl with our lives and bring word of the danger which grows stronger within Rath-Tareg. The captain will soon return. Quickly, untie my hands. We need to escape from here. The elf comes with us. Come to my aid, you worthless thin beards! I can hear the gulls mocking me! For the captain! Throw the intruders from my ship, you good-for-nothing sea dogs! Victory is ours!
Shadow has risen.
We must hurry, Sileth. Skorgrim has assembled an army of goblins within Rath-Tareg and thought my rescue should end a threat of war between dwarves and elves. I fear that the goblin army will not long remain within that narrow pass. Let us bring this warning out of Kheledûl into the light of morning, and may our chances for peace also shine bright.
May Gavanen.
We must return now.
Greetings.
Vorthal is safe, and the promise of peace is much closer than it was, but Ered Luin is not yet free of the threat of war just yet, Sileth. We must defeat Skorgrim Dowerhand and end his menace, and we must do this quickly before he can put the second stage of his plan into motion.
Could I speak with you a moment?
And we shall be doing that all next time. So thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next time. Bye!